Every time I watch these so-called interviews, I realize common sense is the rarest resource in Washington. You guys gotta check this video out.
Welcome back. And joining me now is Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky. Senator Paul, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, today is the memorial service for Charlie Kirk. I know you have called him a friend. And Senator, you, of course, have been impacted by political violence yourself. In 2017, you were on the baseball field when shots rang out, when Congressman Steve Scalise was shot. He did survive. But Senator, I wonder, what do you think the legacy of Charlie Kirk will be?
You know, I went to many of Charlie Kirk's rallies. My wife spoke at his rallies. I spoke on campus with him. Events similar to the one where he died. The events earlier on weren't as big. They got bigger over time. But he was an incredible young man. I think articulate, thoughtful. And if you really see the people who came up to him that had a different viewpoint, he would hear them out. And that's different than a lot of the argumentation you see either on TV or on the internet where everybody's drowning people out. He actually would listen to people. So I think he'll be remembered for that, and also being remembered for a guy that was trying to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that, I think, should be applauded.
Well, thousands paying tribute to him today, Senator, so we appreciate that. I do want to talk about ABC's decision.
Really quick, guys, I need you to like the video, but I think the left hated him so much is because he speaks in volumes when it comes to faith. And that just seems to me one power that they cannot control. Let's keep going, guys.
This week to suspend Jimmy Kimmel's late night show after, of course, he was criticized for comments he made in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, and hours after the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, said this. Take a look.
I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Senator, do you believe that Brendan Carr's comments were appropriate?
Absolutely inappropriate. Brendan Carr's got no business weighing in on this. But people have to also realize that despicable comments, you have the right to say them, but you don't have the right to employment. Virtually everybody employed, probably including yourself, has a code of conduct in your contract that you have to adhere to. NFL players have it. Major League Baseball players have it. And if you don't adhere to that conduct, if you say things that are reprehensible or that glorify someone's death or make fun of it in some way, yeah, you can be fired. So the FCC should have nothing to do with it. But I do think that, a couple of the networks pulled out. Sinclair pulled out. They were disgusted by the comments. That's their right. You can be fired for not being popular also. I mean, this is television, for goodness sakes. You have to sell sponsorships. You have to sell commercials. And if you're losing money, you can be fired. But the government's got no business in it, and the FCC was wrong to weigh in, and I'll fight any attempt by the government to get involved with speech. I will fight.
Well, you take me to my next question, Senator, because I do want to ask you, broadly speaking, about free speech. I want to play something that President Trump promised during his inaugural address, followed by comments that he made just this week. Take a look.
I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
When somebody is given 97% of the stories are bad about a person, that's no longer free speech. That's no longer anything. That's just cheating.
Senator, do you believe that President Trump is sending the message that he only supports free speech when it's speech that he agrees with?
Well, this is why it's kind of rich for Governor Shapiro also to come on and be outraged by censorship. Was he asleep for the 4 years of the Biden administration when they did have censorship? The FBI, Department of Homeland Security were sent to the offices of Twitter. They were sent to the offices of Facebook. Facebook was told to take down.
Exactly. That right there is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for everybody that's went on CNN, MSNBC, ABC, any news network that's not reporting the truth. They didn't ask Biden why he was using censorship. He literally used censorship to try to make sure Trump didn't win the presidency. But it's obvious that the people with common sense like me and you watching this video, because they're not going to show my video to the people that are unknown. That's why I need you guys to share it. But we'll get to that later. They're not going to show this video out. So these people don't know the truth. They don't know which media they're missing. Mark Zuckerberg came out and said that this was happening. I believe that's what I read. I believe I don't want to ruin my channel and they delete it, but I believe that's what I read. Mark Zuckerberg came out and said this is what's happening. They told us to censor it, and that's what they did. That's what I believe I read. I have to say that. But let's keep going, guys.
Information concerning the origins of the COVID virus, or they were being threatened with remove their liability protection, or being threatened with being broken up by antitrust. So we have had official censorship going on for many years now, and everybody on the left just looked the other way. They actually had an office of censorship. So I applaud Trump for bringing that down. Now, saying we're going after the FCC licenses is wrong and inconsistent with that. I applaud Trump for getting rid of the censorship office in our government, but I think people should discontinue this idea of policing hate speech or sending the FCC after networks. I'm absolutely opposed to that.
But, Senator, just to be very clear, I mean, President Trump said that he vowed to, quote, stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America. I hear what you're saying, but just to focus on what you are seeing right now from the president himself, do you think he's doing that? Is he protecting free speech?
Well, actually, it has occurred all throughout government. The Department of Homeland Security is no longer sending officers to Twitter to talk to them about taking down
But what about what
politically
President
protected
Trump
speech.
is saying?
The FBI is no. Well, I can't control everything the president says, and I don't think that having the FCC weigh in on licenses is right. I will fight that. But I can tell you that throughout government, the censorship apparatus that Biden had put in place is gone. I actually have a bill to try to do that through legislation, but I can tell you throughout the Trump administration, they have stopped doing it. Now, it doesn't always match the words you're hearing now. I think people are raw, they're unhappy, they're angry. We're mourning the loss of Charlie Kirk, and we find it despicable what these people are saying. So some people think, well, let's resort to government.
And that's exactly what I've been saying. What Trump does is what matters, right? Trump shut down the government censorship. That's not rhetoric, that's receipts. And that's why they hate this guy, because time after time, he proves them wrong. Let's keep going, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
I'm not one of those people, but I also do think there are other ways that people can be let go, and Kimmel could be let go simply because of his contract, not making enough money or saying something that defies the code of conduct. So there's a lot of reasons he could be let go. It would have been much better if the FCC would have stayed out of it.
Before this video ends out, I want you guys to know America doesn't have a money problem. It has a leadership problem. And that's exactly why Trump is back, because he's proven all these people to be schemes, scammers, everything that's wrong. That's just corrupting America. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.